What's going on, brothers? What's going on, brothers? It is your dude, International Passport. How are you, brothers, doing? We back at it again for yet another classic upload video. This time about the wonderful Costa Rica. We got a very special guest here called Mr. Joseph Ashbury, who went to Costa Rica very recently. He only got back a week ago. So this is his video footages that you can see right now. And I'll be asking the brother questions about Costa Rican women so we can get all the intel we need about Costa Rican women. But first and foremost, brothers, support the channel, hit the Cash App, hit the Patreon, like the video, comment, share, and subscribe. So this video, I'm gonna get straight into it. How you doing, Joseph? You right, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Recovering from my trip. So
Fantastic, bro. We want to know all about the women there. Brother, where did you travel to in Costa Rica?
I went to this was kind of a for me this I have future plans, but to answer your question directly, I went to an area in San Jose called Escazú. And Escazú, that was what I based out of. That's kind of like their version of that's like their Beverly Hills. No, you got the Chuck Norris lived down the street from the hotel we were at. So
Damn, that's incredible, bro. I'm gonna get straight into it, brother. So we know where you were in Costa Rica. The money making question is, brother, are the women in Costa Rica checking heavy for brothers?
I would say yes, but you have to get to know them first, and then once you break through that, they'll tell you straight up that the one I was hanging out with, she told me, I mean, we were texting back and forth, and she just told me straight up, I like black men. I'm like, okay, so I continued to explore that, and then we hung out there for a bit. I'm still talking with her now. I plan on making another trip down there, um, hopefully here in March. Just no, for me, 7 days is a little too much for me. But for these younger guys, maybe 7 days is a little. I don't know. Depends on how your who you are and your preferences. But yeah, overall, because it was not just her who I talked to. I mean, I've talked to other folks, and they're easily approachable. Um, yeah, and they, I mean, by far they know you're a foreigner. If you speak a little Spanish, that helps you out even more because they'll help you out with it, and they'll do their best to throw in some English, and you meet halfway there. And so yeah, so it was a it was a it was a good trip. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I remember we spoke about the woman that you were speaking with. You went to dinner with her, you drank champagne with her. Um, where did you meet that Costa Rican lady? Was that through social media? Was that through did you cold approach her? Did she cold approach you?
I saw her the night before at the hotel's club. She was hanging out with friends, and I we caught each other's eyes, and then I saw her again in the area, and so I just started. I just said, "Yeah, I remember you from the hotel," because she had a lot of the women have tattoos, not because they no, they're trying to be tough or nothing, but there in Costa Rica, from what I gather, tattoos are very spiritual. That tattoos are spiritual, period. And so she had a tattoo of a, of a either a beetle or a butterfly or whatever. And so I just remembered and I started talking to her about it. And so we exchanged numbers, just quickly continued the conversation, things like that. And uh, and then started hanging out for the rest of the time of my trip there. She came over a couple of times, stuff like that. And just just took the rest is not rated G. So
Oh, oh, damn! You got down to it, huh? You got down to it, Mr. Joseph.
I,
Wonderful, bro.
and just want a caveat for a second. Listen, I consider myself handsome, but I'm a regular guy. So I mean, I'm not going to get animated like I've done before. I'll just say it calmly. Get your passport. Get your money right. Get your time right. Get your resources right. Not necessarily Costa Rica, but my case it was Costa Rica this time. But get out and see the world, because there's a lot of good far as out there. It's like, you know black folks have been, I won't say marginalized, but we gotten a bad rap, for all these people love us more than you think. And
Yeah,
so, especially, and I mean, maybe it's the stereotypes, maybe it's not, but it's just that you know when you're walking in the mall and people are turning heads, or you go to the hotel that I was staying at, really nice hotel, um, the Marriott AC in Escazú. There's two of them. There's the Marriott Residence and there's the Marriott AC by Marriott. Really nice modern facility. I think I took some video of it. And the hotel staff, about 99% of them, the women's staff, they're just like pretty, like you just can't, damn, you just can't stop. Even I mean, the cleaning lady was like FBI, as a KS would say, you know. So even the folks at the front, the hospitality that I had there, like I I put my clothes, to send it out to get pressed, and they misplaced them. They were supposed to come by that morning. They found it later on that day, and they came up and personally gave it to me. I mean, just little things like that, just the extra added touch on cleaning up your room for the next day and
so
stuff like that.
so brother, would you say that the women you came across in Costa Rica, they were feminine and submissive, particularly the
Oh
women
my
that you were dealing with?
God! It was just like I may have, if I can get those videos squared away. Um, you ran into all walks of life, from folks who were doing well to folks who were just average, and they FBI, feminine, beautiful, and you know just sweet to talk to. Like, wow, you know,
Damn,
disarming, a feeling I haven't felt in. Let's put it this way: I haven't felt that feeling here
damn.
in the United States until I got there, and that was just from the very beginning, from the flight. The flight attendants were um, Avianca and JetBlue kind of work together, so some of their flight attendants will crew the JetBlue flight down to catch their flight back. So just really, yeah, really feminine, really just disarming. Keep your head though. But it's really disarming, and it was enjoyable to sit there and listen. Even there was these two women at the bar, or they were with there's three of them. They were just hanging out, and just ended up popping a conversation with them. And one was was a lawyer, a real estate lawyer. I didn't know what the other one did. She didn't speak English at all, and her friend also spoke a little bit of English, but all of them just really feminine, really. Mm, yeah. You'll see what I'm talking about when you're looking at the video.
Damn. Okay, bro. This is incredible. So they're feminine, they're submissive. Um, and I want to know, brother, about the type of women that are out there in Costa Rica. You know, can we find mixed race women there? Can we find white women there, black women there? What kind
Yes.
of races of women there are there in Costa Rica, bro?
Well, if you look at the map of Costa Rica, it hits on both sides of of the Atlantic side where Limon is at, and you have the Pacific side with where with Jaco. I'll only use that as a central reference point. Jaco Beach, as they call it. And that's like their Daytona Beach, all Miami Beach wrapped up in one, but better. And so on the Limon, the Atlantic side, that's more Caribbean, and you'll find a lot of um, darker complexion Costa Ricans. I mean, some as dark as this shirt to my complexion to a little bit lighter. In the central center of the country, a broad mix, uh, especially in the city. If you go out the countryside, it's a mix. When you go to the West Coast or the Pacific Coast, what I've seen is more. There's only been one, not too many places, so I may be off. When I go back again, I'll give some more information on that. But but more on the lighter side, Caucasian type, but still all the Spanish, Afro features, African features, because a lot of those folks, some they're a mix from from the African continent, uh, Indian, Spanish, so.
And are they each checking for brothers? Did you see brothers with the beautiful woman of each race there in Costa Rica?
Yeah, you've seen a lot of Caucasian folks with Costa Ricans where I was at. You had some. I saw a group of brothers down there. I don't know if they were there for business. I tell you that much. It was just a whole bunch of them sitting at one table, you know, having a business dinner, and they all got up, and I never saw them again. And then there was another business meeting, just a mixed bunch of folks. It was a Central American, South American centric type of meeting. Everybody was in suits and stuff like that, and cell phones and doing all that kind of stuff. So a lot of business and commerce, especially in Escazú, since that's like one of their big. Uh, I won't say tourist area, but they have that place on lockdown. There's security all over the place, so we have that, and yeah. So as far as the jump back to the women, they're I mean, they'll take you one at a time. If you're nice, if you're cool, they're cool. Um, but I did tell you about a place in San Jose that was like, okay, I went there for a little bit and had my sandwich and left because even though we're out there, Pookie has his passport too, and and
Yeah.
and um and this was a pretty interesting place. It was a sports bar slash hotel, a sports bar that had hotel. When I went in there, it was all Westerners, all American, all English speaking. Some looked European, some looked, and it was you know, it looked like any given night, what you call it, club, gentleman's club. But there was no women working there except for the bartenders. What it is that local women, or the prettiest of the prettiest local women, would come there and hang out, and whatever you deal with them directly is what goes down. And I wasn't, you know I mean, they were somewhere nice. They catch your eye. They're trying to talk with you and stuff like that. But you know, Pookie was up in there with his bubbas. I said, "Hey, I got it. It's time. It's time." No, plus Bubba and all the rest of the other dudes. All the other they were over there too. Raising. I won't be saying raising hell, but
Let me
like,
ask you
nah,
this, brother.
huh?
Let me ask you this. Where are the best places to meet Costa Rican women, in your opinion, in San Jose?
You the mall. If you're staying at your hotel, on social media wise, you can do the Tinder thing if you want. Um, you know, the same time, some of them might some of them might just be wanting to hang out with a foreigner. The bottom line is that you're a foreigner, and foreigners. I hate saying it, come from England and Germany. You have money, and so you know money equals a good time, or just hanging out, or going to nice places. Big difference between eating like rice and beans and filet mignon, and rice and beans, you know. So, um, or just you can do a lot of things and see a lot of things. Plus, you have a guide there to show you around. But overall, what I've seen, what I know, is I have some Costa Rican friends down there who I got a chance to see. They're very hospitable, hospitable. folks. The women that I know that were there, very family oriented for the most part. Some are adventurous, go out and they want you to see their country, the beauty of their country. Even though when I got there, a volcano erupted when I got there.
Damn. So, brother,
you
let me
know,
ask this, brother. Body wise, are they curvy? Are they slim? Are they skinny?
they
Like
come in
I
all
like.
shapes and sizes, but I tell you what, some are curvy. Some are just I won't say thick, but oof. Some are like the one I was with. She was stacked. She was stacked right. You know what I'm saying? So you won't. They won't disappoint. I'll tell you that right now. You know, yeah, the cleaning lady in her
Damn,
garb was looking right.
damn,
She had her flair. She was, she had a bit of African in her. She had her hair braided up and everything like that. Long, so, so, and a
was
big
she black?
ponytail.
Was she black? Or was she mixed race?
She was black, but she was mixed race, but she was a little on the darker side, but just beautiful. Like, wow. Matter of
Damn,
fact, every time she came to clean my room, I left. I said, I gotta go.
damn,
I give her a tip. I say, thanks a lot. That's a pura vida. That's what you say, a pure life. Pura vida. So I gotta go. I'll be back later. I had to go. Couldn't stay
damn,
in there.
bro. So, brother, do you need Spanish to actually communicate with these women effectively, or is English enough? Because
Depend.
the woman that you dealt with, did you have to speak Spanish to her, or was English enough?
I speak enough Spanish to get myself out of trouble, and she spoke enough English to get herself out of trouble. So you I mean, hell, just take. I mean, get online, or if you just don't want to get online, go listen to Univision or Telemundo and learn and look at the subtitles and connect two and two together. Learn some Spanish. Bottom line is to learn a couple of phrases. They'll get you the rest of the way. And just don't be afraid to 'cause for me, even though I speak a couple languages, Spanish still, believe it or not, Spanish still intimidates me. So I had to really force myself. Also, you know, the I have a little translator as well. The Google app is a Google translator, which is pretty damn good, and it's versatile. So if I got myself in trouble, I nearly hurt myself while I went decided to go for a hike. That's why I got this little present from, and a couple of other scratches that are still healing up. Well, I didn't use the translator to say, "Hey, this is the emergency exit off the trail," and I ended up going on the long part of the trail and ran out of water. A British couple came and saved my butt. So these little things like that, you want to just have it with you, or just learn a few phrases so you can understand what folks are saying. But for the most part, your taxi drivers understand English for the most part. That's another story in itself. You want to set up everything when you go there, that when you get off that plane, it's seamless. So when I got off that plane, the guy was waiting for me with a sign that said Dr. Joseph Asbury, and we went straight to the hotel. And I got situated. You don't want no drama. I thought, yeah. Customs, have your back stuff and all that kind of stuff straightened out, and it could go right through. But to learn a little Spanish, it helps. But you don't need to. Some of them, a lot of them speak a little bit of English. Um, you know,
Okay, so you booked your taxi ticket before landing in Costa Rica. You booked your
yeah.
transportation. How did you do that?
Well, I've been there before, and I don't usually use they have like we have yellow cabs here, and you have the cabs in England. The cabs in Costa Rica are state owned, but so every cab in Costa Rica is a red cab, and so most of the locals tell you not to use no set up transportation with either Uber. They have Uber out there, and I forgot this other Uber type of a share lift type of thing that they have out there, and they have a couple of other car services out there. One guy's made a great business out of it, and you get online and you set up your vehicle that way, and they charge the price, which is competitive uh, and consistent across San Jose. So yeah, I mean, of course, you're going to travel with money, but at the same time, if you're living on a budget, you may want to take the Uber to get where you're at. You can also rent a car there. If you're from the States, you can rent a car. You can use your driver's license up to 30 days before you. What I suggest is that you get an international license. So if you know, and driving in Costa Rica is a little different. Matter of fact, a lot different. People don't honk their horns as much, like you see in New York or something like that. So you'll see a guy stop in the middle of the road. Everybody just goes around. No, 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 you this and that. No, that's none of that.
Let me ask this, brother. Nightlife. Did you meet women for the nightlife? How were the
Yeah,
women receptive towards you in the nightlife, bro? We want to know
the
about
hotels, the
the women.
outdoor bars there, some of the even the chain places that are there. Now, here's the caveat. When I was there, everything closed at 10 o'clock because there was no movement after 10 o'clock. It wasn't a curfew, but there was no traffic allowed after 10 o'clock because of COVID. So from 10 p.m. to 5. So picture your 10 p.m. being your 4 a.m. in the morning. So everyone started to go partying at around 6 or 7. They had a couple of jazz bars that were out there, and they were pretty filled up by about 6 or 7 o'clock. And you have places called sodas. It's like a little local restaurant, and you may have a, a band playing there or something like that. The hotel I was at, it was party night every night. They had something different every night. It was they had DJs. These these DJs are awesome. These bartenders are awesome. They'll make you some. They'll take a simple drink and make it look exotic. Gin and tonic. And make it look exotic. And folks come there. The hotel patrons will come there, and some of the locals in Escazú will come there to hang out. And that's how I met the other girl, and I met some others. And then of course a lot of the hotel staff, like, I mean they're in their 20s and stuff like that. Some in their 30s, but they turn over pretty much. And so you get their Instagram and communicate to them that way. Uh, plan something when you come back again. Same thing with the restaurants, the ones that you saw me in.
Mm.
Um,
What was the reception from women towards black men in general and black men like you, especially across all races of women? I know you went on several dates with that particular Costa Rican woman, and that went very, very well. Did you deal with other women there, bro?
no, I didn't have enough time. Well, the day I got hurt, I was down for a day. I couldn't. I was in the bed for the entire day of recovering. But
But you would say that they're definitely checking for brothers in
yeah, I
Costa
mean,
Rica.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, the 2 times I've been there, so far, it's
Damn.
bottom line. You're the prize, man. You're the prize. Don't get your head this big, but you're the prize. And so
Damn. And
keep that in mind.
the woman that you were dealing with, we want to know more about her because she seems like a very special lady for you, brother, right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, now flip the coin. A lot of some of these women, they have kids. So some of them are not. They've been around. And so if you can accept that, you know. But again, family oriented. So when they go out, someone's watching them and stuff like that. It ain't like here in the States, the craziness you hear about here. Leaving the kids at home alone and stuff like that. They cover all the bases, things like that. And so if you're good with that, I mean, they'll they will make time for you and for 4 or 5 days. Even now, I feel like a king. We go back and forth and talk. Let's talk about anything and everything. But Yeah, yeah. I mean, no more than you don't want to beat a dead horse. One thing though, the day I left, they extended the hours to midnight, as far as uh, at some so from midnight to 5, and uh all stop. Oh, so can't.
Fantastic,
can't
bro.
run away.
Well, what would you say were the best qualities of Costa Rican women when you're in Costa Rica?
Their best qualities is they're feminine. A lot of them are fit, quite yeah, and just beautiful in my opinion. It's just like you'll see some of them in the working in the you know coffee shop or something like that, and just you know they'll have a blank look looking at you, but when you go there and talk to them, ask for some call, and they see who you are, they'll crack a smile and stuff like that. You try to speak the language, they'll chuckle at you if you said it wrong or something like that, or you said something that you thought was one thing and then it's something else, and you know, make them turn red and stuff like that. Yeah, you asking for some spaghetti, so penne alla vodka, and instead of saying penne, you say it in another way. It means another, it means a certain part of the body. You know what I'm saying? And they just start laughing at you and stuff like that. So, and correct you. So,
And what would you say are the bad parts about Costa Rican women when you're out there?
they can, if you're hooked up with one, like any woman, they'll get jealous if you. Veins coming out of their neck and stuff like that. If, catch you doing some crazy stuff or something like that, or they'll go silent on you. So you try to call them, they'll go silent on you. So you know, you know, treat people as you want to be treated, or just be upfront. So I'm here just dating, and we'll be cool. When I come back, I'll see you again. Or not. I don't know. So
Okay, incredible.
be upfront.
And my last question for you, brother. Sum up your overall experience as a black man in San Jose, Costa Rica. Did you enjoy it? What were the positives? Sum up your overall experience, bro, in Costa
The
Rica.
overall experience is that I wish I could have stayed longer. My 7 days, I said earlier, was enough for me, but I'm really considering either moving to that country or some other countries. And I said I went there for a purpose, just to get a feel again of the country. But to do it over again for another 7 days, maybe. But I know now because I've made contacts there, guy contacts too, who do stuff, drivers and stuff like that. So when I go there, go out and see the countryside, I got a whiff of that, and it was awesome. I went down to the sea, the Coronado, which is a commune of San Jose, but it's up. You ever see the mountains where the clouds are at and all that kind of stuff? That was up there, and it's a totally different vibe, totally different feel, and it's like wow, it was almost like you're in Costa Rica. You don't want to insult Costa Rica, but it was like you were in Switzerland in the hills, with the greenery and the cows walking by and stuff like that, and you know folks saying hello to you. It's kind of like the country as opposed to being in the city. And next thing you know, like, hey, there's a volcano over there. Okay. Is that the one that blew up the other night? He goes, nah, it's thing's been dead for years. So there's a lot of beauty in Costa Rica that you go out and go see, because when you come back, it really other than bruises and scrapes on me, it it alters you, it changes you. It's like wow, there's hope out there. And like come out there and be treated really nice. The hospitality. I ain't cry or nothing like that, but I was like, damn, gotta go. But I'm gonna be back. I know I'm gonna be back in a couple of months. So
Okay, thank you very much, Joseph. That is the end of this incredible interview. I'm seeing the video footages right now. We can tell you had an incredible experience there in Costa Rica, brothers. They're checking heavy for brothers out there in Costa Rica. The women want you brothers out there. Brothers, get your passports. Get your passports, man. The caliber of women that are waiting for you in Costa Rica and all around the world, they're waiting for you, brothers.
Just
Okay,
have
so
one thing. If you're on
okay,
the East Coast, it's 5 hours. That's a nap and a movie. If you're in the South, 2 hours from Florida. If you're in the West Coast, 6 hours. You're overseas, about we probably 8 to 10 hours. From where you're at in England. It and the price to get down there from the East Coast, if you're down there, or from the South part of the United States or the West Coast, it's not that bad. And so if you plan accordingly, like I bought my ticket way before, and then I bought my hotel and paid for it. So when I showed up there, the only thing I was paying for was for incidentals, food, and transportation, and taking Alana out for dinner and hanging out and stuff like that.
okay. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, brothers, for watching. Hopefully, you brothers made that trip to Costa Rica. It's confirmed, it's certified right now that they are definitely indeed checking for brothers. Brothers are high commodities out there in Costa Rica, particularly American, UK, Canadian brothers in the West. So brothers, make sure you share this video around, like the video, subscribe. When you do subscribe, hit the notification bell to all notifications and all posts and all alerts, so you never miss a live stream upload or post from me. Join the Patreon, brothers, for additional benefits. Let's get you out there. There are many benefits in the Patreon: one-to-one coaching, IT career advice. You can join the Facebook group and the Discord server via the Patreon as an extra benefit. So many benefits, brothers. Join the Patreon, brothers. You will see that in the description, in the description box in the video below, and of course, Cash App, brothers, and support this channel. Thank you, Joseph, and brothers. We will see you. We hopefully see you, brothers, making that trip to Costa Rica very, very soon.